Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, retold by Martin Powell, illustrated by Daniel Perez. Cast of characters:
White Rabbit, Cheshire Cat,
King
and Queen of Hearts. Alice,
Caterpillar,
the Mad Hatter.
Chapter 1. Down the Rabbit Hole. One day, young Alice grew tired of sitting with her sister and having nothing to do. "I don't understand how you can read that old book. There aren't even any pictures. What good is a book without pictures? I'd make a chain of daisies if I wasn't feeling so lazy and so... Why, it's a rabbit! Wearing a watch and a waistcoat?
Oh dear! Oh dear! I shall be too late!
Wait! I've never seen a rabbit with a waistcoat or a watch. So that's where he went. Now that I'm inside, how in the world will I get out again? Suddenly, Alice fell. Ah! After this, I shall think nothing of falling down the stairs. Down, down, down. I must be getting near the center of the earth. What if I fall all the way through? Down, down, down. There was nothing else Alice could do. Suddenly, oh! Didn't hurt a bit.
Oh, my ears and whiskers! How late it's getting!
Now, where could that rabbit have gone? How curious. It's a wee little golden key. Surely it must open this door, but I could never hope to fit inside. This wasn't here a moment ago, but I am quite thirsty. What a curious feeling! I must be less than a foot tall now. Oh no, I forgot the wee golden key. How can I possibly reach the top of the table now? This wasn't there before either. I suppose I'll eat it. If it makes me larger, then I can reach the key. Curiouser and curiouser. Chapter 2. The Pool of Tears. Ow, my poor little feet. Who will put on your shoes and stockings for you now?
I must hurry! The Duchess will be savage if I've kept her waiting!
If you please, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I should be ashamed of myself. A great big girl like me crying this way.
Oh!
Oh dear, everything is so strange today. But just yesterday, things were quite normal. Am I the same person I was when I got up this morning? And if not, then who in the world am I? Why, it's a tiny pair of gloves. How can a glove this little suddenly fit me? I'm shrinking again. I wish I hadn't cried so much. Now I'm drowning in my own tears. A mouse! Maybe I can ask him for directions. Everything is so strange here that it's very likely he can talk. Oh, Mouse, do you know the way out of this pool? Perhaps he doesn't speak English. I'm so lonely. I wish my cat Dinah was here to keep me company.
a cat?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I suppose that you wouldn't like cats.
Not like cats? Would you like cats if you were a mouse?
Oh my, I think I have offended him. Suddenly, oh my, What a strange flock of birds!
Come ashore, all of you! I'll soon make you dry!
Oh, I am ashore, but I'm still as wet as ever.
In that case, I vote that we adopt more energetic remedies.
What in the world are you trying to say?
I mean to say that the best way to get us dry would be a caucus race.
What's a caucus race?
Why, it's absurdly simple. Just start running whenever you like, then stop whenever you like. It's not easy to know when the race is over. Follow me!
A few seconds later. The race is over already? Who won?
Everyone! And you must award the prizes.
Well, I have this box of candy. There's enough here for all of you.
But you must have a prize too. Yes, those are the rules. What else do you have?
Only a thimble.
Brilliant! We humbly beg you to accept this thimble as your prize.
You certainly have a long tail for a mouse.
Indeed, mine is a long and sad tale.
But why do you call it sad?
This is why. Stop staring at my tail. You're insulting me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. Please come back and finish your story.
What a pity. We never have heard the end of that story.
Suddenly,
If I don't find her gloves, the Duchess will have me executed as sure as ferrets are ferrets. Where could I have dropped them, I wonder?
there you are.
Why, Marianne, what are you doing out here? Run home this instant and fetch me a pair of gloves and a fan.
Who in the world is Marianne? Back at the rabbit's house.
Hurry! Fetch me some gloves and a fan!
I'm not your maid, and my name is Alice, not Marianne. But I will do what you ask. What a mess. That bottle looks interesting. Perhaps it'll make me grow large again. I'm quite tired of being so tiny. Oh my! I've grown so large, I can't get out the door. Hello? Is anyone out there?
Oh, my ears and whiskers! Pat, come help me and bring that ladder!
On my way, Your Honor.
Bill, there you are. Quit sunning yourself. We've got work to do. Not again. No arguments, Bill. Go down the chimney to her. On my way, Master.
Something is creeping down the chimney. I think there's just enough room for me to manage a little kick.
There goes Bill.
Ouch! We'd better not try that again. Wait, I know what to do. That's it! Rocks! Throw rocks! Bunches of them! If this doesn't get that monster out of my house, we'll have to burn the whole thing down!
Oh, look! The pebbles are turning into little cakes. If I eat one of these, it's sure to make me smaller. After all, I can't possibly get any bigger. So, maybe I'll shrink and be able to escape. Oh, I'm tiny again. Now to find my way back to that little door. They'll never see me leaving at this size. Being small certainly has its advantages. What was that? Oh dear, what a big dog! I sure hope he isn't hungry. I guess being little is just as worrisome as being big. My goodness! Chapter 3. Advice from a Caterpillar.
Who are you?
That That's not a good way to start a conversation. Lately, I hardly know just who I am. I mean, I would like to be a little bigger, sir. 3 inches is such an awful height to be.
No, it isn't. 3 inches is a very good height to be, in fact.
But I'm not used to it like you are.
If you're not satisfied with yourself, try eating the mushroom. One side will make you grow. The other side will make you shrink.
Which side is which?
How would I know?
I guess I have nothing to lose. I'll try a bite of the left side and carry pieces of both sides in my pocket. Oh!
The snake? Get away from my eggs! It's hard enough hatching eggs without dealing with snakes day and night!
I'm sorry to have annoyed you, but I'm not a snake.
A likely story! Be off with you! Brock!
Then, another bite of the mushroom and I'm tiny again. I wonder where that fish is going with such a fancy letter.
This is from the Duchess. It's an invitation from the Queen to play croquet.
Oh, no!
Maybe I can ask whomever lives there for directions.
There's no use knocking for 2 good reasons. First, because I'm on the same side of the door as you. Second, you'd make so much noise knocking that no one inside could possibly hear you.
Then, can you please tell me how I can get inside?
Well, there might be some sense in knocking if there was a door between us.
Then what am I to do?
Do? Avoid that dish!
There's no point in talking to him. Oh my, there's far too much pepper in that soup.
Well, who asked you anyway?
Please, would you tell me why your cat grins like that?
It's a Cheshire Cat, that's why, you little idiot.
I didn't even know cats could grin.
They all can, and most of them do. You don't know much, and that's a fact. Here, you may babysit for me if you like. I'm leaving to play croquet with the Queen.
Oh! Poor little thing. If I don't take this baby away with me, they're sure to kill it in a day or 2.
Grunt.
My goodness! If you're going to turn into a pig, I'll have nothing more to do with you.
Oink.
It's running away. Oh well, it's probably for the best. It was a very ugly child, but it makes a rather handsome pig. Now then, where should I go from here?
Well, that depends on where you want to go.
Oh, hello again, Cheshire Cat. I don't really care where I go, as long as I get somewhere.
You're sure to do that if you only walk long enough. The Hatter lives to the right, and the March Hare's house is to the left. Visit either you like. They're both quite mad.
But I don't want to visit mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. They're mad, I'm mad, you're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be. Or you wouldn't have come here. By the way, are you playing croquet with the Queen today?
I would like to very much, but I haven't been invited.
Never mind. You'll see me there.
Oh my! Well, I've often seen a cat without a grin, but I've never seen a grin without a cat.
Chapter 4. A Mad Tea Party.
It looks like a madhouse, all right. I almost wish I'd gone to see the Hatter instead. First, a quick nibble of the mushroom. It might be rude for me to go visiting only 3 inches tall. Sounds like there's a party going on in the front yard.
No room.
No room!
What do you mean? There's plenty of room.
Have some wine.
There isn't any wine, and it's terribly rude of her to ask for something that we don't have.
So, why is a raven like a writing desk?
Oh, riddles! I believe I can guess that.
You mean you think you can find the answer to it?
Exactly.
Then you should say what you mean.
I do. At least, I mean what I say. That's the same thing, you know.
Not at all. Why, you might as well say that I see what I eat is the same as I eat what I see.
Or you might just as well say that I breathe when I sleep is the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
What day of the week is it?
Saturday, all day long.
My watch is 2 days off. Take more tea.
I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Take more tea, Dormouse!
Treacle.
This is the rudest, silliest tea party I've ever been to. I'm leaving and never coming back. That's very curious. How did I get back here? Well, I'll manage better this time. And finally get to see this beautiful garden.
Look out, Five. Don't go splashing paint all over me like that.
I couldn't help it. 7 jerked my elbow.
It's just like you, Five. Always blaming others.
Hello? Would you tell me, please, why are you painting those roses?
Well, miss, this should have been a red rose tree, but we planted a white one by mistake. If the Queen found out, we'd all have our heads cut off.
It's the Queen. No!
We're doomed.
Chapter 5. The Terrible Queen. What's your name, child? And what are those 3 idiots doing to my flowers?
My name is Alice, Your Majesty, and the rest is none of my business.
Insolent brat! Off with her head!
Nonsense, my dear. She is only a child.
Oh, very well. Then off with their heads! You may come along with us, but only if you can play croquet.
Oh, yes.
It's a very fine day.
Oh, hello again. Where's the Duchess?
Hush! She's sentenced to be executed.
Silence! Get to your places! Hi-ya!
What a curious game. Flamingos for mallets, hedgehogs for the croquet balls, and soldiers for the archers.
Oh, my aching back!
How do you like the Queen?
Not at all. She's so very...
Yes?
difficult to beat.
Who were you talking to a moment ago?
It's a friend of mine. Allow me to introduce it.
I don't like the look of it at all. However, it may kiss my hand if it likes.
I would rather not.
Don't be difficult, and stop looking at me like that.
A cat may look at a king. I read that in a book.
It must be removed. My dear, I wish you would have this cat removed.
Off with its head!
Executioner, off with that cat's head.
Oh, no!
I'm afraid, Your Majesty, that I cannot cut off a head when there is no body attached to it.
I beg mercy for my cat friend, Your Majesty. He belongs to the Duchess, so it's not his fault that he has no manners.
Indeed! Fetch the Duchess from prison at once!
You have no idea how glad I am to see you again, you dear old thing.
That was fast.
I give you fair warning, Duchess. Either you or your head must be off. Make your choice.
I can't decide.
Then I will choose for you. Off with her head! Look at the rest of you, lazy and resting in the shade. Take them all away. Off with all their heads. As for you, have you met the mock turtle yet?
What is a mock turtle?
Why, it's what mock turtle soup is made from, you stupid girl.
Well, I've never seen one, or even heard of one.
Come on, then.
It's a griffin, a real griffin.
Up, you lazy thing. Take this young lady to hear the mock turtle's history. I must go back to watch the executions.
How funny.
What's so funny about that?
Why, the Queen, it's all her imagination. The King never lets her execute anybody. Well, come on. Time to go.
Everybody says come on here. I've never been ordered about so much in my life.
Chapter 6. The Mock Turtle's Story.
Oh, woe is me!
Oh, the poor thing. What is his sorrow?
That's just it. He has no sorrow. It's all his fancy. Mock Turtle, this young lady wants to know your history.
What? I was a real turtle, not just a mock.
Please don't cry. Surely it can't be so bad not being a real turtle.
Whatever you do, don't ask him about the lobster quadrille.
Oh, it's such a sorrowful game.
What game?
You choose a lobster as a dance partner, then throw him into the sea.
That sounds very curious, but hardly sad. Even so, it must be a very pretty dance. I'd like to see it.
Now you've gone and done it.
Come, Griffin, we don't need the lobsters. Sing with me.
Oh, you sing. I've forgotten the words.
Will you walk a little faster, said a whiting to a snail. There's a porpoise close behind us, and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They are waiting on the shingle. Will you come and join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, won't you join the dance?
Thank you very much for the song. But what exactly is a whiting?
I can tell you. A whiting is a fish. They call it a whiting because it polishes parts of shoes under the sea, you see.
Well, what parts of shoes do they polish?
Why, soles and eels, of course. Any shrimp would have told you that on purpose.
Or porpoise. But I think my boots are done with blacking, not whiting.
Shh! Listen. The trial's beginning.
Chapter 7. Alice's Evidence.
Who is on trial?
Who cares? Hurry or we'll miss it. Look,
The jury members are writing down their names so they won't forget them by the end.
Herald, read the accusation.
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Jury, what is your verdict?
Not yet, not yet. There's a great deal to come before the verdict.
Then call the first witness.
Take off your hat!
It isn't mine.
You stole it then!
I have none of my own. I keep them to sell. I'm a hatter.
Give me your evidence, and don't be nervous or I'll have you executed.
I'm not nervous, Your Majesty. I just haven't had my tea yet.
Give your evidence, or I'll have you executed, whether you're nervous or not.
I'm a poor man, Your Majesty. I hadn't begun my tea. What with the bread and butter getting so thin, and the twinkling of the tea.
The twinkling of the what?
Well, it began with tea.
Of course twinkling begins with a T. Do you take me for a dunce? Guards, remove the hatter!
Fine. It's time for tea anyway.
Call the next witness. Approach the bench, cook. Now give me your evidence.
I shall not.
Speak up. What are those tarts made of?
Pepper, mostly.
Don't be ridiculous. Somebody here had better tell me what tarts are made of.
Treacle.
Collar that dormouse! Suppress him! Pinch him! Off with his head!
Treacle!
My dear, you must cross-examine the next witness for me. It makes my forehead ache.
Humph. We have only one more witness, Your Majesty.
Glorious.
I'm curious who the last witness is, for they don't have much evidence yet.
Next witness, rise and take the stand. Alice!
Me? Here I am, Your Majesty. I beg your pardon. I've begun to grow again.
Ah! It's a monster! Run away!
The trial cannot proceed. Rule 42 states that anyone more than a mile high must leave the court.
I'm not a mile high.
Yes, you are.
You're nearly 2 miles high!
Well, anyway, I won't go. That's not a regular rule. You just made it up.
It's the oldest rule in the book.
Off with her head!
Let the jury consider their verdict.
No, no! Sentence first, verdict afterward.
Silence your nonsense. You can't have a sentence before a verdict.
Hold your tongue!
I won't. And who cares what the jury's verdict is anyway? They're nothing but a pack of cards. Wake up, Alice dear. Why, what a long sleep you've had, Alice. Oh, I've had such a curious dream. Tell me about it at home, dear, when we have our tea. I wonder what time it is. I only hope we're not late.